Swiss vote overwhelmingly for same-sex marriage, according to poll.
Here's a summary of the article.
Swiss voters appear to have decided by a clear margin to allow same-sex couples to marry, according to a projection after a national referendum on Sunday. Bern polling agency for Switzerland's public broadcasters showed the measure passing by 64% to 36%. Switzerland's parliament and the governing federal council supported the Marriage for All measure, and pre-referendum polls showed solid backing. Switzerland has authorized same-sex civil partnerships since 2007. Supporters said the proposal would put same-sex partners on an equal legal footing with heterosexual couples, by allowing them to adopt children together and facilitating citizenship for same-sex spouses. It would also permit lesbian couples to use regulated sperm donation. Opponents believe that replacing civil partnerships with full marriage rights would undermine families based on a union between one man and one woman. Switzerland, which has a population of 8.5 million, is traditionally conservative and only extended the right to vote to all women in 1990. Most countries in Western Europe already recognize same-sex marriage, while most of those in Central and Eastern Europe do not allow wedlock involving two men or two women. Supporters say it could still be months before same-sex couples can get married, mainly because of administrative and legislative procedures.
This post received a score of 17,000, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than opponents believe that replacing civil partnerships with full marriage rights would undermine families based on a union between one man and one woman. It is the same tired non-argument every goddamn time. Notice how they don't care about how rampant divorce and adultery are among married couples.
I find it odd how many people seem to be surprised at how late this has happened. It was only recognized in the US 6 years ago, Germany and Finland 4 years ago, Austria 2 years ago, and Italy still doesn't have same-sex marriage. This isn't like ancient history, we're still living in this moment.
Thanks for posting this. My first thought was, what took so long? 2015 kind of feels like ancient history, when really it's not even a decade ago.
2015 wasn't very long ago, but still there's a politician in Texas trying to get marriage equality overturned. I just got married earlier this year and would be livid if it got invalidated, given that I got married in Texas.
Holy shit, didn't know the women not being able to vote thing.
Women had the right to vote in federal elections from 1971. The law in 1990 was introduced to force the last half canton to allow women's suffrage. Still absolutely awful that it took so long, but it's a very rural area with a very low population, so it's not entirely surprising.
I mean, women getting federal voting rights as late as 1971 is bad enough.
Liechtenstein was 1984 for women's suffrage. I believe that's the latest of continental Europe.
Don't want same-sex marriage, don't marry someone of the same sex as you. I'm tired of other people dictating what two consenting adults can do because of their beliefs.
That's what centuries of indoctrination does to people. Being against same-sex marriage is absolutely wrong today, and watching the overwhelmingly older generations still arguing against this like their lives depend on it really makes me wonder if there are things that we just let slide today that people will see as barbaric in the future.
My mum has always sort of struggled with the idea of gay people, but she also has a gay brother that she's very vocally supportive of, so I thought she was a bit more progressive in that area. We got talking about a TV show that I recommended to her that she said she was going to stop watching because two women kissed on it, and her reasoning was, look, I don't have any problems with gay people. I just don't want to see it. You do have problems with gay people then. It made me so sad, because I thought that she was more progressive than that.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.